Hello, you beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome to F1 2020. We are starting my Formula One career as the 11th team on the grid. So if you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing and let's jump into some F1 2020.
Welcome to my team. Here, you'll experience the world of Formula One not only as a driver, but as the owner of a brand new F1 team. First things first. Let's choose your character.
So first bit done, we've already chosen our avatar and our team colours.
We'll start with an easy one. What name would you like to give the team?
Okay, our team name, I've gone with Team Skippy. What I'd like you to do is get into the comments, give some suggestions, and the one with the most likes will be our team name. Team sponsors, these guys are pretty important. They're going to provide our funding for our brand new team. Let's take Slingshot Fuel, for example. We have a signing bonus of 4.3 million, so that's going to be our starting cash to get the team off the ground. Weekly income, so guaranteed money every week, is 240k. And then we've got a goal bonus, so earning 15 Constructors' Championship points in a season. We're going to see a 4.3 million come in at the end of the season. These signing bonuses start at 4.2 million and end at 5.2 million. The more money you take for the signing bonus, the harder the objective is going to be. I want to sort of go for a middle ground. I think TriStar is going to be quite good. 4.6 million signing bonus, weekly income at 224k. That seems to be in the middle, and a goal bonus of 4 million. All we've got to do as a team, achieve 2-point finishes during a season. Picking our power unit then, contract costs range from 2.3 million to 4.1 million. Ferrari obviously being the one you want, performance 94, durability 97. Both those numbers seem quite high, but the contract cost is way up there at 4.1 million. Now upgrades are going to play a huge part in this, so we're going to go for the middle ground. We're going to go for Renault, performance 87, durability 79, contract cost 2.7 million. I would go for Mercedes, but there is quite a price jump in the contract, so we will stick with that Renault. Okay, we need to pick a teammate and we need someone quite good. I've seen a fair few people go with Mick Schumacher and he seems to do quite well. His awareness is at 53, his race pace is at 75, a contract cost of 1 million, so he does take up a chunk of our money, which we are fast running out of. Okay, so we've got our sponsor TriStar, we've got our power unit from Renault, we've got our teammate Mick Schumacher, we've spent 3.7 million, we've got 900,000 left in the kitty. Let's go. Okay, I can change these at any time during the season if I get bored of the colour or the combo. We've got our livery, we've got our team logo, and we've got our team colours. Now we can choose how many races we want to do. We can do 22, 16 or 10. We are going to go for the full season, those 22 races. So between races, we can do some activities. They all vary in time and what they sort of boost in terms of our team. So we're going to go for some power and durability. We get department morale in the powertrain and durability sector, but aerodynamics and chassis take a little bit of a hit, and we also gain 500 resource points. So this is how we're going to run our race weekends. We got 3 practice sessions to do our R&D and earn our resource points for the upgrades for the car. We've got qualifying short, 18 minutes to do the best lap time I can and get as high up that qualifying board as I can. And then we've got 25% worth of the race distance. So in this case, 15 laps.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top 3 again. Skip, Verstappen and Alexander Albon. Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
Oh no, jumping into our qualifying session, we've already got problems. Electrical system fault. We've got to wait 2 minutes 30 before I can get out on track and set a quick time. Okay, jumping into our qualifying session then. After doing a free practice, the car feels pretty good. We've got some understeer, which we can address with the upgrades in the R&D section. But the car does feel pretty good. I'm going to put in some laps, see what kind of lap time I can get. I was getting 125s, 126 in free practice, which I think is a bit too quick. We might need to up the driver difficulty of the AI, but we'll see how we do here after a couple of laps. Okay, we put in some laps coming up to the finish line and we do a 1:24.916. We are now P17. Let's head back to the garage and see where we rack up. So we've got our quick boys, Charles Leclerc, Hamilton, Vettel sitting in the top 3, 122.3, 22.4, 22.5. I'm way down here in 17, pretty much where I should be. So I think difficulty is where it needs to be. I might up it slightly. I'm sitting on a 124.9. We are out qualifying Mick Schumacher, our teammate. Keep getting interrupted by Jeff, obviously. So yeah, Mick Schumacher on a 125.3. I think we're good. I might try and bang in another very quick lap. See if we can catch Pierre Gasly. My last ditch attempt, and I've absolutely failed. We're 1 second off of what I did. This is no good. So qualifying complete then. We've got Vettel, Leclerc and Bottas on the top 3. Lewis Hamilton down in 4th. Verstappen's down in 6th. Lando Norris 9th. We've got Danny Rick in 11th. Raikkonen way down in 13th. Gasly still sitting on 16th place. Romain Grosjean 17th. And then I'm 19th with a 124.9. Just ahead of my teammate Mick Schumacher in 20th. And Nicholas Latifi finishing off the field with a 125.6.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to Melbourne for the opening race of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to the Australian Grand Prix. Just south of Melbourne's downtown business centre is the one and only Albert Park circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy circuit with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake and a couple of good passing opportunities here as well, thanks in part to the DRS zones into turns 1, 3 and 13. Can Mercedes start with victory in their bid to win a 7th consecutive Constructors' title? Could Ferrari establish an advantage early on? And with 22 cars on the grid, how quickly can the new team find their footing? Well, it's great to be back, Anthony Davidson. We've got a lot to talk about this year.
That's right, Crofty. It felt like a long winter, but it's good to finally be back. I have to think the usual suspects will battle it out at the front, but there are always going to be some teething problems early on in the season, so whoever can keep on top of their issues will have the advantage today.
As I mentioned earlier, we're up to 11 teams this season, with a new entry run by, well, of all things, an owner-driver. That's something we haven't seen in this sport since Hector Raback over 4 decades ago. So how are they looking so far?
Ever since their participation was announced, there were questions being asked about whether an outfit like this could survive, and certainly it's proving to be a trial by fire so far. Let's hope they can continue to draw in investment and find a little more pace as well.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Hamilton, Alexander Albon, and Verstappen, Sainz, Perez, Norris, and Lance Stroll, Ricciardo, Kvyat, Kimi Raikkonen, and Magnussen, Ocon, Gasly, Romain Grosjean, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Skip, Schumacher, Russell, and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Here we go then, race day. Sitting on the grid, P19, just behind Grosjean, Giovinazzi, Mick Schumacher to my right, just behind me. And we get a good start off the line, better than Grosjean, a good jump down the left-hand side. We're looking to keep this clean as possible. We want to keep that front wing intact. Someone loses some carbon fibre. Try and go round the outside, keeping it clean. Gasly, we'll let him through, that's fine. We'll try and block off whoever's behind me. Dive down the inside, hard on the brakes. Why are you just stopping there, Raikkonen? We've damaged our front left wing. Collision with Magnussen. Come on, Giovinazzi, let's go. We'll dive down the inside again. Make the move on Giovinazzi, up into P13, just behind Kvyat. What absolute carnage at the beginning. I'm not sure I had contact with Magnussen, but apparently I did. Right, let's settle in for a race then. We've got one stop on the old pit stop strategy. Let's keep this clean. If we can get in the points on this race, that'd be beautiful. We have got slight damage to our front wing, which isn't going to help too much. But we'll probably fix that on our pit stop. So our pit stop will be slightly longer than intended. But that's fine. Let's just try and keep this race as clean as possible. Come on, Kvyat, I'm coming for you. Sebastian Vettel with the fastest lap. I keep pushing the DRS button after doing qualifying, and it's just not a thing, is it? Yep, it's not unlocked until lap 3. Through the speed trap. Hard on the brakes. Chasing Kvyat. Alright, looks like I'm settling in here. P13, which is good. Got good distance to the car in front. Good distance to the car behind. Just got to try and catch Kvyat, try and be as smooth as I can. Oh, we've got yellow flags. Yellow flags, not sure what that's for. But we are clear straight away, no problems. I think there's been an accident behind me. Oh, safety car. We've got a safety car. This is going to help me here. Ooh, Giovinazzi's out. We've got a safety car, which should help me catch Kvyat. I'm not sure where my teammate is right now. I should have pitted. I would have got a free pit stop. Oh, I should have pitted. We'll pit next lap. We'll pit next lap. We'll catch up with the safety car queue, and then we'll pit. Coming in for our pit stop. We've got automatic pit lane speed, so we don't have to worry about that. Might change our front wing this time. We are going to drop down the order somewhat. We are coming in for our pit stop. Yeah, we get that front wing. Pit time taking a long time. We've got safety cars, so it's okay. I can just catch up with the queue. It doesn't affect my race too much. We drop down to P20. Excellent. So we're seeing these three to the end. Giovinazzi and Grosjean are out of the race. We are in last place. But if I just catch up with that queue, then hopefully pick some people off and gain some positions. Yeah, I was definitely slow off the mark with that safety car pit stop. I should have done it on the first lap of safety car. Here we go then, safety car in this lap. Let's get this done. Let's get some places. If we can beat Schumacher, maybe get back up to P15. That would be good. Try and get in the points if we can. Try and get P10. When are we going to go? I reckon it's going to be out of that last corner. Yellow flag, come on, give me that green light. The bolt here past Russell. Go, 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 go. Oh, I'm a bit slow. No DRS. Come on, I'm slow off the mark, Skippy. What are you doing? We're catching back up with Russell. Can we make a move? This is not the corner. We're going to be in within that DRS though. But he's in with DRS of Schumacher, which is a shame. That corner's horrible. Right, we're on the back of Russell. We have caught him up. Little pack here being slowed up. We're going to try and make some manoeuvres down the inside maybe here. Can we have Russell? Yes, we can. And it is clean. On to our teammate. Now, what I don't want to do is take our teammate out and take ourselves out and take the whole team out of this race. So if we can make this as clean as we can, that would be fantastic. Oh, going into turn 1. I think they're 3 abreast. They are 3 abreast. We're going to try and catch Schumacher here. See if we can get around him. All looks clean up front though. They are jostling for position, which is going to slow them down and help me out massively. Latifi making the move on Magnussen. It's definitely slowing them down. We are right on their gearbox right now. Can we capitalise? Oh, we can. We've got our teammate. And can we have Magnussen down into the run, into this corner, down the inside? Yes, we can. Latifi, you are next on my hit list, buddy. Right, we're not going to take Latifi here. It's too risky. We're going to wait for the DRS zone. Coming up just after this right-hander. I'm too far back now, though. We do have DRS, so we might catch him by the end of this straight. There's a couple of corners. We could probably try and make our move. I've understeered. No. Magnussen's got back past us. That's fine, though. We can catch him again. Hopefully, we'll trigger the old DRS down the inside. It's too late. We just hit his side pod. Latifi comes in for his pit stop. So that gains us a position. Right, let's catch Magnussen. Magnussen had the DRS off Latifi. So I need to defend. I do slightly. I think there's someone there. I can't quite see. We'll do my best to stay with him through the S-bends. Brake a little bit early. Get it turned in. Try and get back on his gearbox for the DRS. DRS down the main straight. Can we catch Magnussen by that first corner? Get this overtake. Get that P12. Hard on the brakes. Let's try and stick with him. This is taking way too many laps to get past him. Let's turn the fuel range, up to rich. Get that DRS open. Let's waste some fuel trying to get past this guy. Spent too many laps looking at the back of his car. I'm doing everything I can right now in the closing stages of the lap to stay with this guy. So down the main straight, that doesn't help. Spinning the wheels up. I can stay with him. Let's turn the car up. Rich revs. DRS open. Come on. Hard on the brakes. Another DRS zone coming up. Can we catch him by turn 3? Come on, we can have Magnussen. Do I dive down his inside? Do I risk it? I do. Come in late with a bit of wheel banging. Maybe you want to get off me? Too sure what's going on there. Maybe I shouldn't have gone for the overtake there, but it's worked off. There's no damage. I've got no warnings for collision. I think that was just a racing incident, as it were. But I do now need to run away. Down to standard rev range, so let's not waste any more fuel. We've got 0.37 laps worth of fuel extra. Now that I've got the move done on Magnussen, I do need to run away though. Magnussen's going for the overtake right now. I couldn't quite defend him. We're going to go for him into the dive of this corner. I think we've just pulled that off. I might cut him up slightly, but hey, that's racing. I want my P12. During my quite aggressive overtake on Magnussen, he's actually lost a place to Albon, and I've just seen Lance Stroll's out of this race. That's unfortunate for him. Okay, Albon's not slowing down for yellows then. I slowed down slightly for the yellow flag. He overtook me. Bit strange. We are now losing places fairly quickly. We're going back down the inside of Magnussen here. Got that place back rather quickly. I don't know if I've got DRS or he has. I have, so I should run away. Let's turn the engine mix up here. Let's really run away from Magnussen, which isn't going to happen. But down to standard. Lap 13, Albon is right there. Do you reckon we can catch him by the end of this race? I'm not entirely sure it's doable, him being in a Red Bull. On to our final lap, lap 15, and we've got Lando Norris bearing down on us right now, pushing us along. I'm doing everything I can to fend him off. Hopefully we can keep hold of this P12 and have a decent finishing position. We're currently in front of our teammate. Hard on the brakes. This car has definitely got some understeer issues that we need to address in research and development, which I'm sure we will. Lando is right on our gearbox right now. I'm going to have to do some serious defending in the closing stages of this race. Sebastian Vettel puts in the fast lap. Valtteri Bottas then beats him. Sebastian Vettel is your race winner for today's race. Lando Norris giving us all the pressure in the world, going around our left-hand side. I have him on the braking though. Pick up his inside, push him a little bit wide. It's absolutely fine. Get that position back. He's lost some time with that overtake. He's never going to pull that off. And we should run away. ERS is completely empty. I think the tyres are dead as well. Let's turn that engine up to rich. Get on the power. Hopefully we can fend Lando off to the finish line. And we come 12th. 12th place. Oh, what a race. And somehow I managed driver of the day. So after the first race, Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc are your race winners, first, second and third. Hamilton coming in 5th, Danny Rick down in 8th, Albon coming 11th. I'm in 12th after starting P19. Lando Norris pushing me in the closing stages of the race. Our teammate Mick Schumacher comes in 15th, Russell 11th, and then Kevin Magnussen coming in 19th, finishing off the field. DNFs, Stroll, Giovinazzi and Grosjean. So after that first race, we've gained some R&D points. We've got 945 to spend. So we'll go ahead and get some upgrades on the way. We'll go ahead and do some chassis, and we'll get some rear floor under tray on the way. That is going to take some time to get here.
As we continue to increase our acclaim, more potential partners become willing to work with us. We can now approach an additional sponsor from the corporate tab.
That's cool. So we've now got a second sponsor. So let's scroll on over to the corporate tab then. Let's go for another sponsor. So here's a list of our secondary sponsors. We've got weekly income, goal bonus, and how many days we have to complete the contract. I'm going to go for Polar, 76,000 weekly income, a goal bonus of 48,000, and 67 days to get it complete. As a team, complete a total of 10 laps during a race weekend. So I'm going to leave it here with race 1 complete. We came 12th, making our stamp in F1 2020 with our new team and our new teammate, Mick Schumacher. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you are new around here, join me for race number 2 at Bahrain International Circuit. Definitely consider subscribing as well. We are on the push to 10,000 subscribers. Stay safe and have an awesome day.